Hari Om, good morning everyone. Good evening to those across the pond. Let us start today with the prayer, invocation to Lord Krishna. I invite Rahul to do that for us today.
Thank you, Purnimaji. Namaste, everyone. Yes. Yam Shaivaha Samupasate Shivaiti Brahmeti Vedantinaha Bauddha Buddhaiti Pramanapatavaha Karteti Naiyayikaha Arhannityatha Jaina Shasanarataha Karmeti Mimamsakaha Soyam vo vidadhatu vanchita phalam Trailokyanato harihi Vakratunda mahakaya suryakoti samaprabha Nirvighnam kuru me deva sarvakaryeshu sarvada Saraswati namastubhyam varade kamarupini Vidyarambham karishyami siddhir bhavatu me sada Gurur Brahma Gurur Vishnu Gurur Devo Maheshwaraha Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha.
Very beautiful. What is the first shloka you sang? Let us get the meaning of it.
So Yam Shaivaha Samupasate Shiva iti. So that person, that entity whom the Shaivites address as Shiva.
Right.
Yam Shaivaha Samupasate Shiva iti Brahmeti Vedantinaha. So Vedantins consider him as Brahma. Bauddha Buddha iti Pramanapatavaha. So Buddhists, they are confirmed that it is Buddha. Karteti Naiyayikaha. So there's a tribe called Naiyayikas. So they consider the doer itself, Karta, itself as the God. So Arhan Nithyata Jaina Shasanartaha. So Jains, they Arihant or Arhan. So they consider him as the supreme. Karmeti Mimamsakaha. So the tribals called Mimamsakas, they consider karma itself as God. So I am wo vidhadhatu vanchita phalam. So whatever you are being addressed as, please bestow upon me those boons.
Beautiful.
Trailokyanato harihi. So you are just being considered in those multiple forms. The Trailokyanath. Whatever you are called in different forms, please bestow me with those vanchita phalam. So
beautiful, beautiful. You know what? This is so appropriate. We are coming to that stage in this chapter where we talk about Bahuda Vidha Bhakti of Bhagavan. There is Ekarupa Bhakti and there is Bahuda Bhakti. And this is all about Bahuda Bhakti, what you just sang now, you know, how you get Bhagavan in various forms. It is so beautiful. I'm so happy.
Very nice, Rahul. Can you please send the shloka to us in the group?
Oh, yeah, sure. Malaya Martanta movie alli Yesudas sir this shloka, yeah. The beginning of the movie it comes.
Mimamsa andre, what did you say? Who are the Mimamsakas?
It's a name of a tribe, Mimamsakas.
No. Mimamsaka are the ones who
Mimamsas anta, I mean,
Mimamsa Anubhavad mele avaru they explain God on the basis of their Anubhava. So avaru en martarante karmana. What is their way of worshipping God?
They consider karma itself as God.
Karma. Yeah. So that's correct. Experience. They only on the base of experience they worship God or something like that. So yeah, karma is about experiencing only, no? Karma, yeah. Okay, good. Very nice. Santosha. Thank you. Okay, Anu is driving, so she will listen and we shall also read her comments by and by. All right. So now we have come to the 9.13, 13th shloka of the 9th chapter, which is Raja Vidya, Raja Guhya Yoga. And in this chapter, until now, God has told us what happens if people don't understand that his avatara, people don't understand the nature of godliness, and the ones who go through life without understanding him, he calls them Moghasha, mogha karmana, all your actions are useless, baseless, all your thoughts are useless, your jnana is useless, everything is useless. Moghasha, mogha karmana, mogha jnana, vichetasaha, you are deluded by material life, and such people, their life is in vain. The rare human birth that one gets after thousands and thousands of janmas, it's in vain, because the purpose of life is lost. So he has used very harsh words, but now he talks about the other extreme, other end of the spectrum. Who are they? The mahātmānas. On one end, we have the moghasha and mogha karmanas, and on one vichetasa, and now we have the mahātmānas. So let us see what the Lord talks about the mahātmānas. Who are the mahātmānas and what do they do? We are going to see that now. Okay, where is this? Every time I get confused with this. Okay. Share screen. Mogha jnana vicetasaha. All right, so here is the shloka. Like Nirmala says, I'll chant slowly, and then all of us will take turns in chanting the shloka. Mahātmānastu mam partha daivīṁ prakṛitim bhajantyananya-manaso jñātvā bhūtādim avyayam. Mahātmānastu mam partha daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ bhajantyananya-manaso jñātvā bhūtādim avyayam. Yes, anyone wants to chant first?
Mahātmānastu mam Partha daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ bhajantyananya-manaso jñātvā bhūtādim avyayam.
Yes.
महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम्.
Very beautiful. Anyone next, please?
महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम्.
Very nice. Next.
महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम्.
Bhajantyananya-manaso. Bhajanti ananya-manaso.
Bhajantyananya-manaso.
Okay. Yes. Okay. Next.
Mahatman. Oh yeah, I think better.
No, Rahul, go ahead. Yeah.
Mahātmānastu mam partha daivīṁ prakṛitim-āśritāः bhajantyananya-manaso jñātvā bhūtādim-avyayam.
Very lovely.
Mahātmānastu mam pārtha daivīṁ prakṛtimashritaha bhajantyananya-manaso jñātvā bhūtādim-avyayam.
Yes.
महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिमाश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतादिमव्ययम्.
Very lovely.
महात्मानस्तु मां पार्थ दैवीं प्रकृतिम् आश्रिताः भजन्त्यनन्यमनसो ज्ञात्वा भूतानि मव्ययम्.
Yes.
These people who people can chant very well go first.
That's fine. All of us are doing very well today.
That's because you gave us a run twice
mahātmānas
before.
Partha, daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ, bhajantyananya-manaso, jñātvā bhūtādim avyayam.
Very nice. Jayashree? What happened to Jayashree?
mahātmānas partha, daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ, bhajantyananya-manaso, jñātvā bhūtādim avyayam.
Very nice. Jayashree Prasad? Aita. Okay. So are we done? But the great souls who take shelter of my divine energy, O Partha, know me, Lord Krishna, as the origin of all creation. They engage in my devotion with their minds fixed exclusively on me. Shweta, you want to go? Shweta, you want to try chanting this?
Next time I'll try, Purnamaji.
Sure. That's okay. mahātmānas, he calls them as the great souls. daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ, the ones who take refuge in my divine energy. Bhajantyah, they sing my praises. How? Ananya-manaso, with their fixed. Ananya means unbroken, always, with a focused mind. How? Jñātvā. Why do they sing my praises? Jñātvā, because they have understood me as bhūtādim avyayam. Bhūtādim means, bhūta means what? Us. We are all the bhutas, the living beings. Who is the bhuta adi? He is God. So bhūtādi means Ishvara, Bhagwan. And he is what? He is avyayam. He is imperishable. This is how the Mahātmās sing the praises of the Lord. So God himself is saying his own qualities. So who are all the Mahātmās? Are they very exclusive people? Are they very hard to find? What do you think? People can unmute and please interact. Would you call yourself a Mahatma? Can we all call ourselves Mahatmas?
No.
He who takes refuge in divine nature,
Yes.
understands the Lord's state and worships him is a Mahatma.
We are all doing that now. Aren't we doing that?
We are
No.
tied with our vasanas also, no?
But still it's okay. We are on the, we have taken recourse to singing the praises of the Lord. So we are in the making. Work in progress. Yes, Neha?
We are not steadfast. We are not constantly doing it.
Not yet steadfast.
So we are many times overpowered by our asuric and rakshasic quality.
Oh boy. Okay, that's very harsh. You are
May
more
not be rakshasic. I'm sure about asuric.
No. Because we have taken recourse to daivīṁ prakriti also, alva. See, we are listening to our higher nature. We are leaving our lower nature behind. And we are taking recourse to our higher nature. We have left the lower. So we are also daivīṁ prakriti āśhritāḥ. What is the asuric nature? We defined what is asuric nature in the previous class. Does anyone remember? We defined what is demonic and what is asuric.
The lesser, the lesser, what is that? What to say? The less intense negativities, I would say. Like, lethargy and those kind of negative qualities, which don't cause destruction and intense harm to others and to ourselves. But it does cause.
Rakshasa is the one who causes destruction in the in society, which definitely we are not. We are not Rakshasi Prakriti.
We're not like the Hamas.
No, at the same time, there are great souls who realize self. Those are Mahatmas, according to my understanding. They realize their self.
They realize the self.
See, we do this bhakti and all by routine. and we divert ourselves to other work and all. But there are people who really realize themselves and focus on only God and do all the service, all the bhakti to the God. They are real mahātmānas. Of course, we do, but we cannot achieve to that level, I feel.
No, we are trying. We are trying.
Yeah.
So let us not say cannot. We are trying.
Purnima ji.
Yeah.
So in one class we discussed about this. No, like a Mahatma will see everybody equally. For them, like Prabhuji, for them it is difficult to individualize a person.
Yes.
So name and form comes later.
Correct.
People, they will see everybody as God only.
Everybody has God. Right.
He is a Mahatma.
He is a Mahatma.
They are united. They are united with God, like Taila Dhara.
Ananya-manaso.
Without any stopping, continuous.
Continuous. Right. So
There is no gap.
There is no gap in there. Yeah, always in the background, that screen. Like when we go to a movie, we get absorbed in the movie. We see the movie. We forget about the screen. But we don't have to remember the screen all the time, because we remember that it's all a movie, it's a projection, it's all happening. And in the interval, we go out and get popcorn, and at the end of the movie, we go home. So that is also there. That in the background also, if we have, that's enough. No, Nirmala, in the background also, if you are kind of aware, or now and then also, if you remember, I'm watching a movie and the screen is always in the background, and if that remembrance comes as a flash, that's also good only. That's also Mahatma only. That is
like intermittent fasting.
Well said. I love that. We have intermittent bhakti.
No.
No. I think I want to say we are all Mahatmas in the making. At least that much we can say. In the making. Mahatmas in the making. Jnanis in the making. Because we are all seeking the higher. And you know who is a Mahatma? The literal word, the Mahatma means Mahātmā, the one who sees the vastness of the universe and the oneness of all living beings. He is the Mahatma. So we all have an understanding of it, and it's a fantastic start. We have an understanding of it. We have made a great beginning also. So jñātvā bhūtādim avyayam. We know that God is imperishable. That we know or not? We know. See, that is one of the qualities. We jñātvā, we have understood that bhūtādi, the bhūtādi is God, Ishvara, is avyayam, he is imperishable. That we know. So let us break it down, let's not berate ourselves so much. We know that the God is everything. We know is Ishvara is everything. All that we know. And we acknowledge that the God is the cause of the universe. We know that. We all do that. And then daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ. We have all taken recourse to our higher nature. We have all taken recourse to our higher nature. Willingly, with the choice, we have made the choice. That is also we have done. And we
Thank you, Purnima, for giving us grace mark and passing us. But we have yet to go.
That is fine. That is fine. But, we have come a long way is what I want to say. And I'll ask you a little, few more things that we can give grace marks. We do some puja part, we do some rituals. And now with all our, Gita classes and Vedanta classes, we infuse some more meaning into all our pujas also. And we infuse more life into our karma yoga. We are on the path of karma yoga also. And a little of dhyana yoga. Isn't it? So, Sanatana Dharma, Karma Kanda mein, everything is given. How to lead life, the do's and don'ts, the Nitya Karmas, the Naimitya Karmas, the Nishiddha Karmas, so many things are given. I think due to our, culture and the way we have been brought up, we are taking care of all that little things. And now we have also trying to understand what is happening. We are using our intellect also. Viveka, Vairagya, little Vairagya is also coming. And ritualistic mantras, you know what, how the daivīṁ prakriti, what they do, the ritualistic mantras in our Sanatana Dharma, they all are geared in invoking God within us at any point of time. Invoke God. Belagage, what do we do? Karagre vasate Lakshmi. We invoke the goddess Lakshmi, Saraswati and Durga in our palms. And while having a bath, we can chant, if we remember, what is this? What is all this? Gange Chaimune Chaiva Godavari Saraswati. Even that we divinize. While having prasad, when having food also, we can you know, we'll say Annapurne, Sadapurne, Shankara Pranavallabe, or Brahmarpanam, Brahma. See, every little act of us through the day is geared for us, for our minds to take towards Ishvara, the infinite vastness. Yes or no? We do that. Whenever we pass some temple, we remember. Whenever we stamp on in some paper or something, we remember, oh, this is Saraswati, I should not stop. We are doing it. We are doing it. And you know what? Even the more in the higher rituals, like Lagunyasa, Karanyasa, you have heard of that term, Lagunyasa, Karanyasa. I Googled that and it is so fantastic. Before the Rudram is chanted, God is invoked in every part of the body, from top of the head to the tip of the toe. I really want to share that with you. It is very beautiful. Just to listen to those mantras is beautiful. So lot of beginning mantras are there, and then the Purohit will chant. And you know what? The Rudram and all, they're chanted in at least some 5 Shrotriyas, Purohits will sit and chant the Rudra. And it says, Prajnane Brahma Tishtatu. Brahma is the, what? Huh? Ravi ide idrolgide, fridge alli, freezer alli ide. Prajnane Brahma Tishtatu. Brahma is the root. He is the base of me. He is the foundation of my being. Padayor Vishnu Tishtatu. Hastayor Haras Tishtatu. Bahor Indras Tishtatu. Jathare Agnish Tishtatu. Jathara means stomach. Hrudaye Shivas Tishtatu. Kanthe Vasuhu Tishtatu. Vaktre Saraswati Tishtatu. In my tongue, may Saraswati reside. Nasikyo Vayus Tishtatu. May the God Vayu be established in my nostrils. Nayanor Shachindras Tishtatu. Sun and moon. Chakshuhu in my eyes. Karnayor Ashwini Devata Tishtatu. Lalate Rudrash Tishtatu. Like this, Aditya in the front portion of my head, Mahadeva in the center, Shirasi Mahadevas Tishtatu, Shikhayam Vamadevas Tishtatu, Prishthe Pinaki Tishtatu, back of my head, Prishtha Pinaki, and then so many. These are the kind of, this is how our Sanatana Dharma has given us the tools to invoke God in each and everything, in each and every moment of our lives. Only thing is we have to adopt it. That's all. Okay. So that is how they bhajantyananya ananya-manasa, the mahātmānas invoke God, think of God at any point of time. Okay. Anything else you want to share? How are we engaging in God worship? Okay, Anu is saying Devi Kavacha is also the same. Yeah. Let me just check what is.
Just like how Ramakrishna Paramahamsa said, you divinize yourself and then live in the world. Like that, before you get into doing Rudra Abhishekam or Rudra chanting, you invoke all the 33 crore gods in your body.
Yes.
Absolutely purify yourself 100%. and then you pray to God.
Yes.
That is what is Mahānyasa. You just fully, in fact, in my hand, God resides. In my hand, Lord Shiva, when I do Abhishekam, in my hand, my Lord Shiva is there.
Yeah.
And through him, I'm just pouring. And Samandaleri Shankaracharya says, what do I say? How can I say I have written these 100 slokas? Because it is your mouth that I'm using.
Exactly.
I give arkyam to Surya. It is your water which I am taking and giving it to you yourself.
Yes, beautiful. Yes.
Like
I had a relative, an elderly person in my life, who actually, he was a very devout Madhva. And Madhvas are known to be very, very devout. They're tumma muddy and all the rituals and all they do very, very, strictly in their life. But this person, this uncle of mine, just what like Nirmala said now, why should I, break the coconut? It is his coconut. What am I doing? Everything is, the flowers that I give to God are his. The water that I'm giving is his. So he completely, he stopped doing this. He felt it was all, it's, but that's because he was soaked in that bhava. He couldn't do anything.
I am yours. I am myself yours.
I am yours. I am yours.
Idam na mama. Idam na mama.
Very good, Jayashree. Yeah. Idam na mama. Idam na mama. But should we continue to do, unless you have this bhava, can we stop doing all this? Can we stop doing all this? You tell me.
No, we cannot.
We cannot.
See, for our self-satisfaction that we have done, by praying God for 10 minutes also and offering flowers, fruits, everything, we get satisfaction. We did something to the God. He is the sankalpa for all this. But how many people get this sankalpa?
It's very difficult to get that,
Unless until you are fully soaked into it, we cannot leave it.
We cannot leave it.
Even if you are fully soaked, for example, Paramacharya was fully Ishwaran himself. Why he did all this?
Why did he do all that? Yeah.
He wanted other people to see that this is what you have to do.
Nirmala. Yes.
Whatever you see, my daughter always tells me, Mummy, whatever you told me to do, I have not got it. But whatever you have done, I have emulated to you 100%.
Absolutely.
So the doing part of it is what is important. It is not the talking part of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we are all still very much body conscious. Are we not body conscious? Yes.
Yes.
We are body conscious. Adikke, what Hanuman said, that formula we should all hang on to very tightly. What Hanuman said, Deha buddhya tu dasoham. As long as I think I am the body, mind, I think beda. As long as I am operating through this body-mind complex, I shall be your dasa. I am your servant. He told Rama. I am the servant of Rama as long as I have this body-mind complex, which we all have. Therefore, when we are all in this body-mind complex, we have to behave like servants and agents of God. And what does an agent of God do? He or she performs dharma, acts according to dharma. Ashte. What is dharma? Loka kalyana. Looking after my own welfare, atmano mokshartham, I have to look after my own, spiritual evolvement, and atmano jagat hitayacha. And all my actions, I should ensure that they are not hurting one single person around me. Even if they physically, you might hurt, you might step on an ant, you might kill a mosquito. Don't worry about that. But mentally, how is my attitude towards Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu should be the attitude. Ashte. Your worst enemy, wish him well. Hamas.
Yeah.
How to wish well for Hamas? We have to pray that they are transformed somehow. That's all we can do. That something happened, let it stop.
So,
Haley.
Chinmaya has said about this Mahatmas. I will just read out. It's a small thing.
Yes, please do.
The great souls possessed of the divine nature of the self and desiring this infinite seek the immortal by realizing the self through single-pointed self-application. They know me to be the origin of all beings, and those who know the mud to be the origin of all mud pots cannot fail to see the mud in all pots. So too, the true children of the Hindu culture, who understand the divine principle as the source of all beings, cannot but respect every other member of the society as they would respect themselves. There is no greater and more effective socialism ever preached in the world.
Yep.
If the present generation is not able to understand and appreciate the spiritual socialism, which is the only panacea for the ills of the world, the reason for it has been already given. It is because of the predominance of the Ashuric forces in it. The great souls worship me with a single-pointed mind.
Beautiful. See what a statement that is, and it's so wonderful. Chinmayananda has said it is the most secular, teaching in the entire universe. That everybody is one. How much more secular can you get? Even the Hamas is the same as me. At what level?
At head, heart, and hands level.
Hamas?
No, at head, heart, and hands level, everyone is same.
No, you mean the physical features. Okay. Padmaja wants to say something.
Not physical features. When you are practicing, you have to use your head, you have to use your heart, and your hands. All three together and act. There should be no conflict between the three.
Oh, okay.
Then you are in a path of to becoming a Mahatma.
Yeah, okay. But these Hamas people, no, they are also very much integrated in their head, heart, and hands. They have got extreme conviction of what they are doing is correct. But they have taken not Asuri, but they have taken not daivīṁ prakriti, but Asuri prakriti and Rakshasi pravruti. They have taken Ashraya in. Yes,
You know something? I want to share only one thing.
Yeah.
It is all over again Kaurava Pandava war.
Ashte.
It is one husband having two wives.
Ashte. True.
And the two wives' children are fighting. That's
Exactly. And we'll wait for Krishna to come. All of us are Krishnas. We have all Krishna consciousness. We have to make our prayers and our intentions have to be so strong that they'll be, they'll all get consolidated in one human, person, an avatara, and that person will take us out of this. Padmaja, you wanted to share?
I think I was trying to answer your question on at what level are Hamas and, we are all equal. I think at the soul level, we are all equal. It's the same thing.
Yes.
Head, heart, and all what Nirmala was saying. I think their thought process is completely different. Yes. And they believe in that very strongly. So that's where the whole destruction happens. So once that is realized, I think it'll make. But only thing is, will the realization come or not is a question.
And even if we realize there's an ignorance penetrating it in us, that's when we drift away from what we are and we try to identify ourselves with body, mind, and differently. And we don't realize that we are Atman or Krishna or whatever God we relate to.
So completely deluded by, Vichetasaha, Moghasha, Mogha Karmana, Mogha. Anything that does not elevate us is Mogha. Mogha means useless and in vain. So what the Hamas are waiting for, it's completely Mogha, and Mogha Jnana Vichetasaha. So God is definitely not on their side. Yes, Neha?
This conviction that you're talking about, right? Among so many people, those members of the Hamas or any other terrorist organizations, it's created by what is called as the brainwashing them, right? So I don't know. I mean, is that word conviction, does it fit there?
Why not? Anything which are, like Nirmala said, head, heart and hands, everything are in they're so totally involved in the talva. See, they are not in conflict at all. They are not in conflict at all. They are very much convinced that this is what I have to do. I have been born for this. I have to die for this cause. Anta banbitre conviction etane. It might be on the opposite direction, but it is definitely, they have a lot of conviction. Otherwise, how can you? They don't even bother. They'll be. This whole concept of suicide bombers has come from them. You are willing to die for the cause. How much more convinced can you get?
Right.
That's the conviction they have. So, yeah, but unfortunately, they're mogha jnana. They're waste bodies, and they are wasting us also.
It's called as Atmahuti. They are ready to give up their Atma for that.
Ade. Atma means they are still at the demons. See, that is the definition of a demonic nature. They think the body-mind complex is Atma. You know, the head of the demons, Virochana, and the head of the Devas, Indra, they went to Bruhaspati, their teacher, for Atmajnana. And he gave them Atmajnana. You are all the immortal self, yeah, everything he told them. Virochana understood it as, the head of demons, he understood it as, my body is imperishable and immortal. And he went on living like that. And so all the Virochana's people, that is all the demons, the Hamas, in today's times, the Hamas, they all worship the body. And they feel this moment is to, for their own gratification of this, manifest body mind. That is what they want. I want this piece of land. I want this. I want to make the whole world under my control. This is the only thing they think about. Yes, Nirmala?
Two things. The Virochana people are called Charvakas.
Charvakas, correct.
They for them, body is the only thing.
Yes.
Body is the final.
And they don't have a concept of rebirth and all.
No. So they have, that is what we follow when we cremate our deads. We decorate the body. Dead body is decorated. It is like Charvakas. Charvakas only decorate the body when they die and all. Otherwise, why ever would you decorate an inert thing? वो तो मर गया, वो गया. Okay. The other one is, as Prabhuji said, you are either a biological child, divine child, or you are a
society child.
The beliefs you have for all these Hamas people and all, from the childhood years, they have been indoctrinated.
Completely.
Oh, you will get 1,000 virgins in the heaven to, enjoy life to the maximum.
Right.
What is the use of this body? This body is useless. We will take that body where you will, all your wishes will be fructified.
Yes.
So they are looking at that and living a life. They are not bothered about this life. They are bothered. They are making their life
preparation for the eternal life.
Eternal. For us also, we are also doing that. Why do you follow Dharma to some extent? What really you take with you is not all your things. Only the dhanams which you have given comes along with you. All the rest is discarded.
Dhanam and jnanam also.
Dhanam and jnanam. Yeah, dhanam and jnanam. Otherwise, everything else is, you have to discard, leave and go.
Correct. And the vasanas come with you. Unfortunately, the vasanas also you carry.
Yeah.
Manas buddhi.
Correct. Manas buddhi, everything comes with you. Subtle body will come with you.
And how about punya then? In that case, if only dhanam is complete. Okay.
No, you do dhanam. What do you get?
Punya.
No. Yes, so dhanam is different and service, what we do is different. Is that the right word?
That becomes your adrishta punya.
Adrishta, correct. See, what we
Yes,
immediately
that
in this
Adrishta Punya is the reason why I am sitting in this Bhagavad Gita
Yes,
class.
we have done a lot of dhanam and punyam. That's why we are all sitting here. No, it is all
Which
coming.
has,
Yeah,
just like how you serve food for yourself, the food goes, it becomes, the worst becomes a waste product. The rest is to regenerate your nerves and your bones and all. The best part goes for your brain. That's why they say you should have at least 1 or 2 small teaspoons of ghee.
Sattvic.
That is the one which goes to the brain. Like that, this punya which you have done is Adrishta Punya, is something like that, which goes to the highest.
Yes.
It takes you to the quick trapezium. You go to the highest path. Raja Vidya, Raja Guhyam you have reached because of that.
Yeah, absolutely. So Pragati joined late. So Pragati, we are talking about, what Krishna is telling us, that mahātmānas, the other spectrum of the demonic and rakshasi pravritti and asuric pravritti, we are all not. Krishna is talking of the mahātmānas. What he says? These mahātmānas, they're always absorbed in my dhyana. Mahātmānas tu daivīṁ prakṛitim āśhritāḥ. They have taken recourse to their higher nature, which we are all doing. And bhajantyanya-manaso. Unbrokenly and all the time they are thinking of me, bhajante. How? Because they have understood me as bhūtādim avyayam. They have understood me as the God, the reason, the destroyer, protector, creator, protector, destroyer of this entire universe. And avyayam, I am always there, I am imperishable. So we are discussing the qualities of the mahātmānas. And then, and how, through our life in the Sanatana Dharma, we are geared, the whole formula has been given for us to invoke God in each and every act of ours. Everything. We all the things that we do from morning till night is remembering God in some form or another. So we just have to self-check. Am I doing that? Am I doing that? Anta. That doesn't mean that I should always sit and do puja. No, it's not necessary. In every act that I do, I remember, like in a movie screen, I remember. I don't have to remember all the time that there's a screen behind me because it's in me. It's okay. I know that everything is happening is a projection. Like that. In the background, I should always know that God is behind all this. God is behind all this, Anta. We have to be constantly in remembrance of that. And we were talking about Hanuman. I just want to finish that. So he said, Deha buddhyatu dasoham. I am your dasa as long as I have Deha buddhi. And Jiva buddhyatu tava amshaha. Jiva buddhi. Jiva buddhi is when I feel I am, that bhakti comes there. As long as I feel I'm an individual, I worship you. I'm an amsha of you, oh Lord, you are everything, and I'm just, an amsha of you. And then Atma Buddhya Tvameva. I'm going a step, inside, and I feel as an Atma, you and I are the same. Atma and Paramatma are one and the same. This is how Karma Yoga, Deha Buddhya to Karma Yoga. I'm a servant of God. And then Jiva Buddhya is Tava Amshaha, that is Bhakti Yoga. And then Atma Buddhya, the Tvameva is Jnana Yoga. All the 3 yogas have to go on in our life nirantara. Because we are morphing at every point of time. We have different, we take different roles. Sometimes we are full Deha Buddhi. Sometimes we are in Bhakti mode. Sometimes the Deha Buddhi is more prominent all the time. Therefore, this Karma Yoga, this Dasa Buddhi should be prominent in us all the time. I am doing everything for the sake of God. I am an agent of God, and my job is to establish Dharma on earth. That means, at least in my level, I don't hurt other beings. I pray for everyone's welfare, and I take care of my little responsibilities, whatever I have, to the best of my ability. Ishte. This is all we have to do. What else? Why are we so worried? I think it's perfectly fine, no?
Yeah.
I think
Thank you very much for explaining again, since I
No.
missed that part.
No.
Thank you.
Thank you, Pragati. You know, it's manana. Every little word is a manana for everyone. So, finding God cannot be a
Thank you,
hobby.
Prabhu. Thank you, Pragati, for coming late. We got a revision too.
Yeah. So, finding God cannot be a hobby. It cannot be on a to-do list to tick. It is life itself. It should be a living, breathing practice. Right? So, quickly, how are we going to find God in our everyday lives? Everyone, just tell one sentence. Okay, I will just do. When we see our parents, what should I think? When I see my parents, what should I think? Tvameva mata, tvameva pita. Okay, invoke God in them. When I see my children, again, you are God, you are my little Krishna. When I see my friend, tvameva bandhu, tvameva sakha, my relatives, my friends, everyone is God. Pita, tvameva, everything is, we can divinize everything. Alva. We have to remember to divinize everything in our lives. Bas. Vivekananda has said, never approach anything other than as God. Please pay attention. Anything, not anyone, not just human being, anything. A cup, you see a plate, you see, your computer, your laptop. You should remember God. How? How can you remember God when you see a laptop? Anyone? In what form is the laptop God?
The person who invented it, God.
Okay.
Gratefulness, gratitude to that person.
Gratitude because of the computer online connection. I'm connected to all of you. I'm connected to other human beings.
Very beautiful.
It gives me connection.
Very good.
Yeah.
Suma
Yes,
was
It's
saying,
all about,
to God.
you know, we
all
get
in
a lot
God.
of good information, like the knowledge, the amount of, like everything is accessible from the tip.
Very nice. Okay. Amele?
Also the food what we eat, the farmer who supplied us.
Okay.
So in that way we can
Okay.
seek God and thank God.
Okay. Amele?
Knowledge, Purnimaji, because of which we are gaining so much knowledge and we are able to transform our knowledge to many.
Very good.
And it is in the form of existence.
Yes. Yes, Pragati.
So every day, yeah, while eating food, like somebody mentioned, Annadata Sukhi Bhava. Whoever is helping us get that food into the plate, not just because I cooked, but like every single, like the farmers, the people who transported it, the retailers, the, you name it, auto driver who carried it, or
absolutely. Yeah. Correct.
The working of
I ಹೇಳಿ Rama.
Working of sense organs. See, ear is there, but we should have the ability to hear, understand.
Chakshu Devata is there.
Yeah. And we have tongue. We know, we should know how to talk. God is there in our talking, good or bad.
Tongue.
Like that, yeah, like that. Eyes are there. God makes us see good things. God's grace. We go to temples, we concentrate on God's beauty. All this is made by God. So God is in everywhere, in everything.
Everything. Yes, Nirmala, I wanted to
just like how Prabhuji says, you think you have a cup of coffee in your hand.
Who made the
By
coffee?
the time the coffee comes from where all you have to go for the sugarcane farmers, milk, cow, milking, all that.
Everything.
And your coffee powder, coffee plantation. The
sun and rain, which showered on those plants, sun and rain.
Yes.
Yes, absolutely. And who gave you the brains, ultimately, the intelligence to, at least make the coffee? So the Prabhuji's famous example, who made the coffee?
To make the coffee correctly. You ask me to make a coffee, I'll make it so badly that never again you'll touch coffee. I'm very proud of it.
Yeah. And so this Prabhuji who made the coffee is so famous because in every class he repeats that. So for this Guru Purnima, we gave him a designer mug. Mamataji made my coffee. So he drinks coffee from that now. Okay, so where were we? What were we doing? Satatam Kirtan. Oh, that is the next sloka. Yeah, this something I want. Kamala gave the ultimate answer. How does the laptop remind me of God? See, God is in Advaitic terms Sat Chit Ananda. Sat is what? Existence. Existent itself is God. If anything is in front of me, it is because it is God. See, what did God say in one of the previous shlokas in this chapter? Matsthani sarva bhūtāni. Everything is in me. Alva. So everything is in God means the laptop is also in God only. And it is the nama rupa of existence. Existence per se has no nama rupa, but in the manifest world, it has got nama and rupa. Everything has got nama rupa. Anything nama rupa means God. Ashte. Simple. And everything we see has got nama rupa, except perhaps space or air that we know anyway as God. That is how we remember, we see everything, anything with nama, with a name and a form is God. Ashte. Simple. Okay. For today, we could, as usual, do only one shloka. Next one is, again, it's a continuation of this beautiful theme, how the mahātmānas sing God's praises. And then there are a few shlokas, some 4 or 5 shlokas, which are so beautiful. They lend easily to contemplation and dhyana of Lord. It is not included in the selected verses, but quickly I would love for us to go through them, and we can, just contemplate how to think of God anta one prashne bandare. In my daily life, how can I think of God all the time? Andre, it has got beautiful pointers. Nididhyasana, for Nididhyasana, it's got a lot of pointers. So we shall do that. All right. Anything else? Final something people want to share? We can close with a prayer, and then please don't leave. Some more things I need to discuss. Anything else about this class you want to share about this shloka?
Purnimaji, only one doubt I have. So when we have concluded that everything is existence and we are all God only. So there is no anatma, right? It's a fake, right?
Yeah. See, wave is water. Again, you have to go back to those basic examples when we get such doubts. Wave is water. Is water a wave?
Okay.
So therefore, wave is anatma. In the sense,
illusion.
Huh?
It's an illusion.
Because it has no beginning and it has no
end.
Sorry, it has no beginning, no end is water. It is the Paramatma. That which has a beginning and that which has an end is anatma. Because it rises and it falls. That wave appearance is only for a fraction of a moment. That exactly the wave, though, it is fantastic because it just rises and falls immediately. It's not there. It doesn't stand forever, waiting for a photo op. It doesn't. It just falls. That is anatma. Yes, Anu?
And it is a part of that Brahman only, but only thing it's in different form. And how we animate, inanimate, what we call, and at the same time,
yes,
a different, yeah.
Yes, correct. Anything that has, that has a beginning and an end is anatma. That's the definition.
And
anything
which is perishable also.
Perishable, and anything which has a dependent reality. It doesn't have astitva of its own. It's a dependent astitva, alva? No, Kamla. It is dependent.
So it is, okay, so can we conclude that anatma is something we create? Through our thoughts.
We give the importance. See, that way everything is God only. Everything is Brahman only. Sarvam kalvidam Brahma. See, there are steps to this and there are levels to which our maturity grows in understanding.
Okay.
That is also
somebody went and told Bhagavan Bhagavan, he is included in she.
He is included in she.
She. Bhagavan said yes. But he can stand by himself. She is dependent on him.
Very funny.
Maya has no entity of its own.
Maya has no entity of its own.
Oh, it is dependent on the Brahman.
It is dependent on Brahman. Maya is the power of Brahman.
Yes.
Pashyame yogam aishwaram. That's what he says, Bhagavan, in this.
Anirvachaniya.
Huh?
Anirvachaniya.
Bhagavan says Anirvachaniya, and he says, I seem to be everything. I seem to be the wave. Yet I am not the wave. Pashyame yogam aishwaram. Look at my divinity. Look at my yogamaya. It looks as if everything is me, but I am not. See, that's such a subtle thing. It is so difficult to put into words. It only has to be understood. So all these doubts, oh, is this Atma? Is this Nitya? Is it Anitya? Everything is like, it is the yoga maya of Bhagavan. It's the yoga maya of Bhagavan.
Simple family life, I will tell you. The child goes directly to the daddy and says, Daddy, get me a cycle. Go. No. Mummy, I want cycle, Mummy. What? Get him now. He wants cycle now. Immediately he gets it.
Yes.
So the magical power of the Maya can move mountains.
Yes.
Like,
That is why Navaratri, that is why we worship the Divine Mother, because whatever you may understand about Brahman intellectually, it is the Devi who will make all that possible. It is the Devi who has given us the body-mind complex, and she is the power behind it. And only through her world, through her grace, all this is happening.
The Vidya Maya has to come and tear the screen for us. Yes. And show this is Brahman.
Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Bhranti Rupena Samsita. She is the Yoga Maya. She is in us. The Devi herself is in us as delusion. And then Ya Devi Sarva Bhuteshu Vidya Rupena Samsita. She is the one who will give us the Vidya also. Therefore, the manifest world is to be revered, is to be worshipped, is to be used for our purpose, is to be used for lifting us out of this Maya. Maya herself can lift me out of Maya. Ashte, bottom line. In this Maya world only Maya. And
only Maya can lift me out of this.
Yes.
The same avidya, when it becomes Vidya Maya, it is the one which shows me the path.
She is the same Atma who shows that what you're seeking is Anatma. Don't go behind that. At the same time, we cannot deny Anatma also, because the manifestation, entire manifestation itself is God. So it's a very, very subtle thing. It's a very, very, at that levels of understanding, there are layers and layers to it.
Nobody said it is false. They said it is only mithya.
Mithya. Yes, Kamala, that is very, very important.
That's one of the projection. That's one of the projection power of the Maya. Yeah.
Kamala, when we are dreaming the dream, at no point of time will I feel it is false, Alva. Because I'm sweating in my dream, I'm laughing in my dream, I'm getting scared in my dream, I feel suffocated in my dream. It's a very, very experientially, it is very real. The world experientially is very, very real. You cannot call it false. Alva. That is why the word mithya. It seems to be true, but it is exactly the dream. You just remember the dream state, and we have cracked this business of how world. This is a waking dream. When I get up from this waking dream, I will laugh in relief. The waking nightmare, you want to call it, if you wish. If I want to wake up from the waking dream, I should make the nightmare a pleasant dream by bhajantyananya-manaso. We have to do that. Ashte.
Thank you, Purnima ji. Everyone. It was wonderful.
Yeah, it was a good class. So let's conclude with the prayer. Who will sing the closing prayer? Anyone? Rahul opened with the opening beautiful shloka, which unfortunately some of you missed. So if Rahul is around, I will invite him only to conclude with a beautiful prayer. If you are able to, Rahul.
Sure.
Sorry, conclude Madi.
Om Sahana Bhavatu Sahano Bhunaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahi Tejasvinavadhitamastu ma vidvishavahi. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Harihi Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Let's all pray sincerely for peace to prevail on earth. Lokaah samastaah sukhino bhavantu. Lokaah samastaah sukhino bhavantu. Lokaah samastaah sukhino bhavantu. Harihi Om. Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Harihi Om.
Rahul, I was expecting